Hey guys, welcome back to my Euro predictions, and today I'm going to be predicting every single game for the quarterfinals. Before we do that, let's look back to see how I did last week, and yeah, let's just say I had an absolute shocker. Goals to nil, I think they will, and I think it will go to that. I think it'll be 1-1, and I think Wales will win on penalties. Probably bad, Czech, probably if I'm being honest. I've gone for 3-1. I think it's going to be two. I'm going to go 2-all, and bad for Switzerland, but I do think France will absolutely batter them. I've gone 4 as well. I think Sweden will win this. So yeah, not great for me, but there were some real surprises in there, like Czech Republic knocking out Netherlands, France. The big one is France losing out to Switzerland on penalties. Mbappe missing the last minute, missing their final penalty to send France home. And yeah, I said that they weren't going to win the whole thing in my Euro predictions, so I was right. But yeah, I didn't expect them to go out this early, for being honest. But obviously England beating Germany, it could be coming home. But we have to wait and see what happens against Ukraine. But without further ado, let's get into the first game. So kicking off tomorrow, Friday, 5 o'clock kickoff. It is Spain taking on Switzerland, and like I said, Switzerland absolutely superb from them. 3-3 against France, winning on penalties. And could you say that they deserve to go through? I think they did, because they never gave up when it went 3-1 to France. You know, they got 2 goals back, and in the end scored in that last minute to get equalised. Took it to extra time. They classed in extra time, and took it to penalties and knocked out France. I think they did deserve to go through, but coming up against Spain, who almost bottled it, against Croatia. They did in the end win 5-3, but the game was won when Spain was 3-1 up. Again, Croatia come back, got 2 goals to send it to extra time, 3-3, and Spain in extra time absolutely dominated them and beat them 5-3. But I could just see this going to extra time, and I think it will probably go to extra time, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to go, I think Spain will win in extra time. I think it'll be 1-1 taken into extra time, but I'm gonna go 3-1 Spain. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 Spain. I think it could go to extra time, and Spain will get 2 goals in extra time. So yeah, how many times I don't say it in extra time, but yeah, I think Spain will win this 3-1. So next up is obviously Italy against Belgium, and this has got to be the game of the quarterfinals. And I think whoever wins this will definitely get to the final. So obviously Italy, I want Italy to win. I did say in Belgium in my prediction that Belgium will go and win the whole thing, but I kind of want Italy to win, because I'm half Italian. So if it's in England and Italy final, then I'll obviously support England because I'm born here. But I just want Italy to do well, get to the final, and then hopefully we can beat them. But no, for me, I think Italy have the capability to beat Belgium. I think they've shown how good they were in the group stages. Against Austria, they was a bit poor. But yeah, the squad of Italy is crazy. Like, they've got so many good players. And then on the flip side, you look at Belgium, and it's arguably a little bit better than Italy. I mean, their squad is insane, Belgium. So, and again, they showed in the group stages that they have the capability to beat Italy, because obviously in the last 16 was superb against Portugal, and they kept a clean sheet as well against Portugal. Ended up winning 1-0. Italy 2-1 to Austria. So I think this could go penalties. I said it'll go penalties for Portugal, but I think it's gonna be 1-1. I think it'll go to penalties, and Italy will win on penalties for me and go to the semi-finals. So guys, it is a big one. It's England against Ukraine. Is it coming home? Obviously Ukraine finishing one of the third place best teams, and on 3 points with Austria, Netherlands, and North Macedonia, and done really well against Sweden. Took it extra time and ended up beating them. So listen, Ukraine, they're alright. I think they've got a really good manager, to be fair. They've got some good players like Yarmolenko. What's the guy's name? The guy up front, I can't pronounce his name. Obviously Shevchenko plays for Man City. So I think it won't be. I don't think we're gonna go there and absolutely batter them, because we haven't done that. Like, we sort of battered Germany 2-0, but you know the first half was quite close, and we haven't really battered anyone. Croatia was 1-0, and then Scotland 0-0, Czech Republic 1-0. I don't think we're gonna batter them, but I do think we will win, and I'm gonna go for a 2-0 England win. I think we will keep another clean sheet and go to the semi-finals. But Ukraine, I don't want us to underestimate Ukraine at all, because this is what happens. I mean, I can imagine this happening. We beat Germany, we're all gassed, and then we go to lose to Ukraine because we underestimated them. Like, the attitude's got to be the same as. And you got to treat them as a big team. And Ukraine, yeah, I mean, they are decent, and they've got to the furthest they've ever got to. So they're going to be really high in confidence, and I think we need to not underestimate them, because anything can happen. You've already seen this year, Switzerland knocking out France. I mean, who would have thought that? I said 4-1 to France, yeah. Netherlands using to Czech Republic 2-0. Who would have thought that? Like, so yeah, anything can happen this year, and I think we will win 2-0 though. So moving on to the final game, the quarterfinals, it is Czech Republic against Denmark. Czech Republic again doing really well to get to the quarterfinals. In England's group was 1-0. We beat them 1-0. They drew 1-0 with Croatia and beat Scotland 2-0. Then obviously beating Netherlands 2-0 as well. So Denmark as well, finishing 3 points second place in their group. Lost to Finland 1-0, but obviously the circumstances with Christian Eriksen sort of let the game was just dead. Obviously the Belgium game, I thought they were superb. I mean, they scored in the first 5 minutes, the first half they was class. And then Belgium just brought in Kevin De Bruyne, and it's just too much for them, and they ended up losing 2-1. They obviously absolutely battered Russia 4-1 and absolutely battered Wales 4-0. So, yeah, I'm looking at Czech Republic. I think Denmark will go to the semi-finals. Czech Republic a decent side, but I can see. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Denmark for this one. So thank you guys so much for watching my Euro predictions. Hopefully I do a lot better than I did in the last 16. But yeah, come on England, and it's coming home.